I think just mainly the difference between the lifestyles. Like you tend to think, Western cultures are all going to be really similar, but there was just so many little differences that, it was really quite strange to experience all of that.
Friendly everybody was when you first get there. Everybody's just, oh yeah, hi, and it didn't really stop the whole way through it. They're very kind, caring people in Italy.
I think the fact that I actually made some really, really good friends that before I left I didn't think that I would make real friends because I thought the cultural differences and the language would be too difficult, but I really did and I'm really happy about that.
I learned that I can cope with sudden changes and not actually knowing what I'm doing until I'm there. I learned that I can cope with that sort of thing and learn how to take things as they come more easily.
It's just an amazingly old country. It's just got so much culture and history. It's you don't realise it's really hard to explain. It's really hard to explain. Basically, there's a really big difference between France and Australia. Between the culture, it's a lot more traditional there, and the ways of life. They're pretty serious about it, but it's really interesting. I found it really amazing to see.
Once you get in there and you start living the life and you start getting a routine, it just becomes normal. It becomes like home. The time goes so quickly, and then you come home and you think, wow, I'm home, but this isn't really home. Italy was home.
Coming back, it was a really big challenge to have to leave all my friends and all the people I met there.
The language barrier, I reckon, because when you first get there, you know nothing, and they're all asking you questions in Italian, and you're just like, yeah, and really you understand nothing.
They were a pretty average American dream family, I guess. They had a nice house. It was a mom and dad, 2 girls, a brother and sister who were off in college, a dog, a cat. They were just very nice people.
Family was really good. They accepted me. They became like real brothers and sisters. Like we have personal jokes within the family that made you feel comfortable and got along really well.
They were a pretty regular family. They were into sport. They had 2 kids that were older than me, and they were good fun.
They were really lovely people. They smoked a lot though. They were quite wealthy and they were sort of treated me as their little pet. They're quite excited to have a little Australian.
I improved out of sight. I did a lot of work when I was over there on it.
Definitely, without a doubt. Before I could hardly speak French at all, and now I'm pretty much fluent and dreaming in the language and thinking in the language, so it's great.
It improved a lot, yeah.
I learnt that, I think I've come back with more confidence and I have changed as a person. Yes, absolutely. Much changed. Version 2.
How I deal with different situations, how I can do things I didn't think I could do. I can be more outgoing than I thought I was, and that I'm just more independent. Yes, I will go back.
Of course. I'll go back within the next 5 years, hopefully.